in the top 10 in the GNAC in both kills and points with a 3.5 GPA. Natalie also earned GNAC All-Academic Team Honors in 2025. After graduation, Natalie hopes to continue playing pro overseas before starting a master's degree in criminology. Volleyball fans, number 17, Natalie Lawson. Our next senior taller this evening, we have number 19, and accumulated 295 digs and 71 aces during her SFU career. As a fifth-year senior, Ava's energizing presence and positive leadership on and off the court have been an integral part of the team's success. Pursuing a degree in sustainable energy engineering after graduation, Ava hopes to work in the renewable energy field and help by making sustainability and the environment a top priority in society. Ladies and gentlemen, number 19, Ava. She is currently in the GNAC top 10 in kills per set, and in 2024, Davida was named to the GNAC All-Conference team. As a six-year senior, Davida is known for her big smile and positive energy she brings to the court. Davida will graduate with a communications degree in December and hopes to continue playing volleyball overseas when she is done. Ladies and gentlemen, number 22, Davida is... to thank these four outstanding student athletes for their hard work and dedication to the SFU volleyball program. Let's hear it once more time for your four seniors, Ava Person, Natalie Lawson, Ava Kennedy, and Davida Hill. And now, volleyball fans, at this time, we do ask that you please rise if you're able, and please remove all caps for the playing of the American and Canadian national anthems. Central Washington Wildcats. Starting at center, number 1, Katie Shake Chang. Outside hitter, number 3, Scotty Ellsworth. Outside hitter, number 6, Ellie Marble. Middle blocker, number 8, Haley Fry. Outside hitter, number 11, Corinne Westby. Outside hitter, number 12, Haley Wilson. And the libero, number 13, Brooklyn Parker. Head coach of the Wildcats, Mario Andaya, with associate head coach Lauren Hertzen, assisted by Joe Holland and Morgan Halley. And now, it's time to welcome to the court tonight's starting lineup for your SFU Red Wings. We begin at center, a senior from Brentwood Bay, British Columbia, number 1, Ava Kitchener, Ontario, number 4, Megan Hawkins. And the Walkers from North Van, BC, number 8, Nina Kovacic. And the Walker from Mercer Island, Washington, number 16, it is the Central Washington Wildcats. It is your SFU Red Wings. Volleyball fans, here we go! Listen to these tracks. Opening tonight's matchup versus third for Central Washington, number 1, Haley J. substitution, number 18 for SFU, McVeigh. Now at the service line. Ball ends out of bounds. Points for Washington. Now it's number 2. Eddie Miller. Central Washington head coach attempting the previous ruling on the rule. We're under official video review.
Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Davida Hill with the pass. Ava Person with the set to Nina Kovacevic. And a big block from Corinne Westby and Kaylee Wilsey. Brooklyn Parker back to serve again. Davida Hill with a good pass. Ava Person with the set to Megan Hawkins with a deep tip down the line for the kill. That ball's down though. Refs call that ball down. Point for SFU. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming in for SFU, and Ava Person back to serve. Great float serve, passed by Ellie Marble. Cross shot from Ella Bynes, dug by Ava Person. Mason Unger with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. Swing off the hands. Mason Unger with a dig, and Nina Kovacevic with another swing into the hands. Another swing into the hands, but SFU has some great off-blocker defense, and that will be a point for Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a tip into the pot. She knew that ball was down. Ava Person back to serve. Great aggressive serve passed by Ellie Marble. Swing into the hands and a self-recycle from Kaylee Wilsey. And that would be a kill for Ella Bynes. A little bit of mistimed block. If your hands aren't fully sealed over the tape, then the ball can just sneak right through there, as we just saw. Kaylee Shea Chang back to serve. Megan Hawkins with an overpass. Ava Person, wow. Nina Kovacevic, wow, just great. That'll be a kill for Scotty Ellsworth on the right side, but Ava Person with great back row setter defense, sticking her hands up to keep that ball alive. Kaylee Shea Chang back to serve. Deep float. Free ball, down ball over to Central. Dug by Brooklyn Parker. Swing out the back just long, no touches on that ball, so that will be a point for SFU. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Just long, point for Central. Corinne Westby back to serve. Deep float, Davida Hill with the pass, Mason Unger with the set. And Davida Hill with a great controlled shot, just high off the hands down the line. Great choice. Logan Remington coming in for SFU, and Mason Unger back to serve. Good aggressive serve, tight, and Davida Hill getting up for a, we'll call that a directed block. Timeout called by Central. We're at 14-9 here, SFU up by 5 in the first set. Every point matters in this game. We have the potential for a 4-way tie in the GNAC, all fighting for one berth in the regional tournament. So, not only does that depend on the outcome of this game, but also on 3 other games that are happening, I believe, this weekend. So this is a bit of a big game for 4 of the teams in the GNAC. All right, Mason Unger back to serve. Pass by Corin Westby. Off-speed shot. That ball's still alive though. Davida Hill putting a deep tip over. And a tip into the pot. That's a kill for Kaylee Wilsey. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Deep serve, Megan Hawkins with pass, Mason Unger with the set out to Davida Hill. Off-speed shot, dug by Corinne Westby. Off-speed shot, dug by Megan Hawkins. Ava Purser with the set to Logan Remington. And just outside, point for Central. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Megan Hawkins, a beautiful pass. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with the swing. Good dig by Scotty Ellsworth. The attack tip from Ellie Marble for the kill. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Deep serve out the back. Ella McVitie coming in for SFU. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. And he's swinging into the tape. Point for SFU. Ella McVitie back to serve again. A little bit out of system. Scotty Ellsworth with a roll shot, dug by Ava Person. Ella McVitie with the set to Davida Hill. High up the hands, dug by Brooklyn Parker. Scotty Ellsworth with the swing and a dig from Megan Hawkins. Deep cross shot, just tagging Brooklyn Parker on the way out. Ella McVitie back to serve. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. Scotty Ellsworth with a nice swing from the right. Addie Allen and Ella Bynes coming in for Central, and Addie Allen back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Ava Person with a nice set to Davida Hill. That'll be a block for Ella Bynes and hit and try. Jaden Armstrong coming in for SFU. Addie Allen back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Ella McVitie with a great set to Davida Hill, high off the hands, dug by Corinne Westby. Davida Hill with a dig off the block. Nice high swing off the hands. Brooklyn Parker with the dig and a block from Davida Hill and Logan Remington. Davida Hill serving. Good aggressive serve, pass by Ellie Marble. A tip dug by Mason Unger. Ella McVitie with the set to Jaden Armstrong on the right. Touches off the block. Point for SFU. Timeout called by Central. Their second of this first set. We are at 19-14. SFU up by 5.
Don't forget, fans, the SFU Kinesiology Game Team is hosting a special fundraiser today just up on the upper mezzanine, and they love your support. They're selling delicious baked goods, including cookies, donuts, Andy. All to help them get to Sudbury, Ontario, where they'll be competing in the largest Canadian kinesiology academic conference. Every cookie you buy, every donut, every piece of candy helps get them one step closer to representing SFU on the national stage. Treat yourself and support their journey.
Davida Hill back to serve.
You're gonna have to find somewhere else.
A tip over the block, dug by Jaden Armstrong. Ella McVitie with the set to Megan Hawkins. A little bit two thumb down. Point for Central.
Now serving the Wildcats. Number 6.
Ellie Marble back to serve. Davida Hill with the pass. Ella McVitie with a set to Logan Remington. Deep cross shot dug by Ellie Marble. Cross shot from Ella Bynes, dug by Ella McVitie. Mason Unger with the set to Jaden Armstrong into the block. Point for Central. Ellie Marble back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Ella McVitie with a set to Jaden Armstrong. Dig by Brooklyn Parker. Back row attack from Ellie Marble and a dig by Davida Hill. Ella McVitie with a set to Jaden Armstrong. Deep cross right into the corner. Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU.
Substituting in and now serving number 19, Ava Kademi.
Good deep serve pass by Ellie Marble. An attack tip. Ella McVitie keeping it alive from Ava Kademi's second ball. That'll be a kill for Ella Bynes. Brooklyn Parker back to serve.
Number 13, Brooklyn Parker.
Megan Hawkins with the pass. Ella McVitie with a great reverse of flow set. Jaden Armstrong with the kill. Ava Person and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming back in for SFU, and Ava Person back to serve. Good let serve, pass by Ella Bynes. Tip, Nina Kovacevic and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells, and a swing off the hands from Ella Bynes. Good dig by Mason Unger, set out to Megan Hawkins, and a tool shot for the kill. Great choice. Ava Person back to serve. Deep float pass by Brooklyn Parker. And a kill for Corin Westby. I think that block was just not fully pressed over the net. Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in for Central and back to serve. Well, Kaylee Shea Chang back to serve. Deep float, Megan Hawkins with a pass. Ava Person with the set. Tip over the block. Good take by Kaylee Shea Chang. Ellie Marble stepping in for the set and a swing outside. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Good deep float pass by Corin Westby. And swing outside, point for SFU. Megan Hawkins back to serve, set point. Deep float, pass by Ellie Marble. And a kill for Scotty Ellsworth. Corinne Westby back to serve. Mason Unger with pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. Swing out the side, point for Central. Corinne Westby back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Ava Person with a set to Davida Hill for the kill. That is the first set with a score of 25-20. So let me just break down a little bit more of this this tie information. So the winner of the tie earns the conference automatic qualification berth into the NCAA tournament. So scenario 1 would be if Central wins, in which case they would be the winner of the ties and they would go into the championship. The rest of the options are dependent on other teams' wins. So if SFU were to win, then it would depend on both University of Alaska Fairbanks and Anchorage. It would depend on their win record on Saturday. Or it would also depend on if Western Washington and NNU have a certain way of finishing, because they are also tied with Anchorage and Fairbanks. Another option is if SFU beats Central. This is very confusing, so sorry for my stuttering here. If SFU beats Central and University of Alaska Anchorage beats SPU, but University of Alaska Fairbanks loses to MSUB, then I believe SFU would... No, then University of Alaska Anchorage would be the one going to the tournament. However, if SFU beats Central and if UAF beats MSUB and UAA loses to SPU, then everybody's tied. And there's going to be some other version of a tiebreaker. I think then it depends on if Western Washington finishes 5th, which means that they lose to NNU, then it means that SFU would have the berth. I think. And then the 4th option is if SFU wins this game and UAA beats SPU and UAF beats MSUB, then UAF goes on to the berth. So there are many possibilities here, and we're just going to have to cross our fingers and hope for the best. But most of these depend on the fact that, or depend on the outcome that SFU beats Central here. If Central wins outright, then they, I believe, are the ones in the NCAA tournament. So that's where we're at. And we're going into set number 2. Ava Person will be our first server of this set. Pass by Corinne Westby. And an ace for Ava Person. Ava Person back to serve. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. And a kill from Corinne Westby. Corinne Westby back to serve. Very aggressive serve, so nice float on that ball. Corinne Westby back to serve again. A little too aggressive into the tape. Point for SFU, and Megan Hawkins back to serve.
Number 4 now serving, Megan Hawkins.
Pass by Corinne Westby. Good hustle from Kaylee Shea Chang to keep that ball in play. Mason Unger with free ball pass, and a block from Kaylee Wilsey and Scotty Ellsworth. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Mason Unger with an overpass, and that will be a carry on Nina Kovacevic. Good effort. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Deep float, just up back. Mason Unger back to serve. Good serve, pass by Corinne Westby. And a cross shot, Scotty Ellsworth with the kill. Addie Allen and Ella Bynes coming in for Central. Addie Allen back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. Off-speed line shot dug by Brooklyn Parker. And a tip into Logan Remington. Ella McVitie coming in for SFU, and back to serve. Pass by Ellie Marble, and tool shot from Ella Bynes. That was a great choice. Ellie Marble serving. Deep float, pass by Davida Hill. We have a person with the set to Davida Hill. Cross shot, great dig from Brooklyn Parker. And a tip over the hands. Ella McVitie keeping it alive into an overpass. And a missed party ball. Point for SFU. Davida Hill back serve. Pass by Ellie Marble. And a roll shot into the pot. That ball is down. Point for Central. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Deep float, just out the back. Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU. pass by Corinne Westby. And a slight miscommunication between the setter and the hitter. That's a point for SFU. Ava Kademi serving. Pass by Corinne Wilson. And a swing down the line, Ella McVitie with the dig. Megan Hawkins with the swing into the inside hands for a kill. Ava Kademi back to serve. Ellie Marble with the pass. And a big block from Megan Hawkins. Ava Kademi back to serve. Short serve. Oh, a little too short. Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in. Deep float pass by Megan Hawkins, a great pass. And Nina Kovacevic with the kill. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming in for SFU. Deep float pass by Corinne Westby. Ooh, tight ball, but good joust from Megan Hawkins and Nina Kovacevic. Ava Person back to serve. Short serve, pass by Brooklyn Parker. Scotty Ellsworth with the kill from the right side. Corinne Westby back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. Just long. Point for West Central. Corinne Westby with the serve. Megan Hawkins with a good pass. And Nina Kovacevic with a beautiful swing down the line. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Great aggressive serve pass by Brooklyn Parker. And a point for SFU. Megan Hawkins serving. Great aggressive serve again. That'll be a free ball over to SFU. Mason Unger with the free ball pass. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a swing and a self-recycle. Ava Person with a set to DeVita Hill just out back. No touches. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Oh. Just kidding. Ashton McMahon coming in to serve. DeVita Hill with a good pass. Ava Person with a quick set to Nina Kovacevic. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a swing into the hands. And a tip over at the hands. Kaylee Shea Chang is there for the dig. Scotty Ellsworth with a swing into DeVita Hill. Scotty Ellsworth with a swing and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a dig. Davida Hill with a cross shot for the kill. I think that just took advantage of a bit of a height difference in the block, just catching the kind of discrepancy off the inside hands. Logan Remington coming in for SFU. Mason Unger back to serve. Pass by Corinne Westby. Ellie Marble with an off-speed shot, dug by Mason Unger. Davida Hill with a tip into the hands and a recycle from Mason Unger. Great choice. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells and Ava Person. And a party ball, point for Central. Addie Allen and Ella Bynes coming in for Central.
Serving number 2, Addie Allen.
Addie Allen back to serve. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells a great off-speed shot. Central under the net, point for SFU. Ella McVitie coming in for SFU. Pass by Corinne Westby. Whoa, and a free ball over to SFU. Mason Unger with the pass. Logan Remington, an off-speed shot, just dropping that in front of the digger. Smart shot. Timeout called by Central. We are at 16-12 here. SFU up by 4.
SFU alumni is a proud supporter of athletics and recreation. SFU has 185,000 alumni living in more than 150 countries. Stay connected to SFU alumni for access to a host of programs, events, and discounts supporting students and alumni from around the globe.
Alrighty, Ella McVitie back to serve. Pass from Ellie Marble. Cross shot for the kill. Ellie Marble back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Ava Person with the set. Deep shot dug by Ellie Marble. And a deep attack tip out the back. Davida Hill back to serve. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. Nice line shot from Corinne Westby for the kill. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Davida Hill with a great pass. Ava Person with the set to Logan Remington. Mason Unger keeping that ball alive. Ava Person with a 2-ball. Cross shot. Good dig. And Megan Hawkins with the swing outside. But we may have had a net touch on the central side. That'll be a point for SFU.
Substituting in and now serving.
Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU. Deep cross shot, very aggressive serve from Ava Kademi. Ava Kademi serving. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. And a quick transition to Kaylee Wilsey for the kill. Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in for Central. Kaylee Shea Chang back to serve. Davida Hill with pass. Ava Person with the set to Nina Kovacevic for a tool kill off the outside hands. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming in for SFU. Ava Person serving. Brooklyn Parker with the pass. Free ball over to SFU, and that's going to get called as a double. Timeout called by Central, their second of this second set here. We're at 21-15 with SFU up by 6. And if we take a look at the previous set, I've got some stats for you, because everybody loves stats. If we look at total hitting percentages in the first set, Central hit a .089. and SFU hit a .233. Top hitters on the Central side would be Ella Bynes hitting a 300 and Ellie Marble hitting a 167. And on the SFU side, we've got Jaden Armstrong who hit a 400, Davida Hill with a 357, Megan Hawkins at 286, and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a 222. Those are some very nice numbers. So, if we look at that compared to the other stats, the hitting percentage is definitely the discrepancy in that first set. Ava Person back to serve. Deep serve, pass by Brooklyn Parker. Tip over the hands, Ava Person with the dig, a free ball over to Central. Kelly Shea Chang taking that first ball, and Ellie Marble with the set. Good dig from Mason Unger. Megan Hawkins with a very smart use of the block. That was probably about all she could have done there, but she executed it very well. Ava Person back to serve. Into the tape, point for Central. Maya Vanderyacht coming in for Central to serve. Deep float, Davida Hill with the pass, Ava Person with the set to Nina Kovacevic. High off the hands. Wow, Brooklyn Parker is very fast. Nina Kovacevic with the dig, and Megan Hawkins with a cross shot for the kill. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Good serve, pass by Maya Vanderyacht, and a kill for Kaylee Wilsey. Kaylee Wilsey now back to serve. Mason Unger with pass. Ava Person with the set to Davida Hill. Swing high off the hands for the kill. Logan Remington coming in for SFU. And Mason Unger back to serve.
Mason Unger, serving, set ball.
Deep float, just long. Point for Central. Addie Allen and Ella Bynes coming in for Central. And Addie Allen back to serve. Davida Hill with the pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne. Sells. Wowee. That is how you finish off a set. That will be the end of set number 2 with a final score of 25-18. So, we'll be back in 3 minutes for set number 3.
90 kilos in the official apparel provider for SFU Athletics and Recreation. Tourism for me, there is something for everyone taking the sun. Close up. Located in the cities, Already at tourismforme.com. Everything was well with the tipping for Aftermath. Find them in the heart of Remy, located in shopping. Business district, dining and so much more.
So what there's
Parker, free ball over to SFU. Mason Unger with the pass and a cross shot for Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. Megan Hawkins with the serve outside. Ellie Marble back to serve. Davida Hill with the overpass. Addie Allen with the set. Wow, good set from Ellie Marble and we'll call that a roll shot, just out. Point for SFU. Mason Unger back to serve.
Mason Unger, and serve.
Float serve, pass by Corinne Westby. And a kill by Corinne Westby. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Oh, we have a rogue ball. Hang tight. Alrighty, Brooklyn Parker now serving. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells stepping in for the set. Davida Hill with the swing into the hands and a self-recycle into a tip. And that will be a point for Central with a back row attack. Brooklyn Parker serving. Megan Hawkins with a great pass. Ava Person with the set to Davida Hill. Tip over the block. Megan Hawkins with the dig. Davida Hill with the swing. Good dig from Brooklyn Parker and a kill from Logan Remington. Ella McVitie coming in for SFU to serve. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. Quick set. Oh, that's definitely on the net. Point for SFU. Ella McVitie back to serve. Into the tape. Point for Central. Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in for Central, and Kaylee Shea Chang back to serve.
And serving number 1, Kaylee Shea Chang.
Deep serve, Davida Hill with the pass. Mason Unger with the set and a swing outside.
11 points, Central Washington.
Jaden Armstrong coming in for SFU. Kaylee Shea Chang with serve into the tape. Davida Hill back to serve.
Number 22 now serving, Davida Hill.
Brooklyn Parker with the pass and a swing from Corinne Westby dug by Mason Unger. Jaden Armstrong with the swing dug by Kaylee Shea Chang. Swing into the hands, that's a block for Logan Remington. Davida Hill back to serve. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. And a swing off the hands. Looks like SFU is on the net there. That'll be a point for Central. Corinne Westby back to serve.
Now serving number 11, Corinne Westby.
Serve out the back. Point for SFU. Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. And a kill for Kaylee Wilsey. Again, just not getting it fully pressed over the net with the block. Kaylee Wilsey serving. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Ella McVitie with the set. And a swing into the tape. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Deep float, Megan Hawkins with a good pass, Ella McVitie with the set, and Nina Kovacevic with the kill. Very nice. Ava Person and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming in for SFU. Ava Person back to serve. Great float serve. And a kill for Scotty Ellsworth. Addie Allen back to serve. Deep float, out the back. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Pass by Ellie Marble. And a block for Nina Kovacevic and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Good aggressive serve, pass by Corinne Westby. And a tip, Mason Unger with the dig and a point for SFU. Looks like that is going to be called as a double, but the argument here is that the first touch was a block touch, and then it was a dig, but there's some contention on that. Technically, a block does not count as a touch, but if that's not being considered a block, then obviously that is a touch. So, Megan Hawkins serving. Deep swing out the back, point for SFU. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Pass by Ellie Marble. Good tee up from the setter, but slight miss timing of the set. Timeout called by Central. We are at 13-9 here with SFU up by 4 in this fourth set.
Team buses, conventions, and tours, they do it all. Visit your
All right, Megan Hawkins back to serve. Great float serve, a pass by Corinne Westby, and a kill from Ellie Marble on the left. Ellie Marble back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Eva Persson with the tee up to Nina Kovacevic, who kept that ball alive. Davida Hill with the kill. Logan Remington coming back in for SFU. Great float on that ball, pass by Ellie Marble. And a deep tip, Mason Unger with the touch, but that will be a point for Central. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a tight pass, Ava Persson with a good pull, Davida Hill keeping it alive with a tip. And a tip over the block, point for Central. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass, Logan Remington stepping in to take the second ball. And a kill for Davida Hill. Ella McVitie coming in for SFU to serve. Deep float pass by Brooklyn Parker. Cross shot dug by Ella McVitie. Ava Persson with the set to Davida Hill. And a nice off-speed shot for the kill. Ella McVitie with a deep float. Wow, that just floated itself right out the back. Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in for Central. Kaylee Shea Chang with serve and a point for SFU. Davida Hill back to serve. Oh, another rogue ball. Davida Hill with the serve, Ellie Marble with the pass. Scotty Ellsworth with a tip into the block. And a kill for Corinne Westby with the swing off the inside hands. Maya Vander Yacht coming in for Central to serve.
Number 7, Maya Vander Yacht.
Deep float pass by Mason Unger. Ava Persson with the set to Megan Hawkins. And a point for SFU. Ava Kademi coming in for SFU to serve. Timeout called by Central. We're at 18-14 in this third set. SFU up by 4. And a quick recap of set number 2 in terms of the numbers. If we look at hitting percentages, Central increased their hitting percentage to 214 from their 89 of the first set. SFU also increased though to a 333 from a 233. Their individual hitters also increased some of their numbers. Ella Bynes hitting a 250, Kaylee Wilsey hitting a 286. Down on the SFU side, Megan Hawkins hitting a whopping 545. Jaden Armstrong still hitting a 400 from that first set. Nina Kovacevic hitting a 300, and Davida Hill hitting a 227. Academy back to serve. Passed by Maya Vandriat, and a tip, no touches on that ball. That's a tip into the tape and a point for SFU. Oh, hold on. That may be a ref's mistaken call. We will replay that point, so no change to the score. Ava Kademi serving. Great float serve, passed by Brooklyn Parker. Scotty Ellsworth with the kill. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Megan Hawkins with a set to Ava Person with a tip over the hands. Good take by Kaylee Wilsey. Ellie Marble with the tip for the kill. Jaden Armstrong coming back in for SFU. Kaylee Wilsey with the serve. And an overpass and a party ball from Haley Try. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Deep serve, pass by Megan Hawkins. Ella McVitie with the set and a swing into the hands. Davida Hill with the recycle. Tip over the hands, into the hands, apologies. And Mason Unger with the dig. Jaden Armstrong with the swing into the tape, and a point for Central. Timeout called by SFU. This is our first of the game, and we are all tied up at 18-18 in this third set. Alrighty, Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Deep float, pass by DeVita Hill. Jaden Armstrong with a beautiful swing. Ava Person and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming in for SFU. Great float serve, pass by Maya Vandriot. And a kill from Scotty Ellsworth on the right side. Addie Allen and Ella Bynes coming in for Central. Addie Allen with a deep float serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a nice swing high off the hands. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Good serve pass by Ellie Marble. Great dig by Mason Unger, and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with a nicely placed tip. Nina Kovacevic with a party ball, with a returning party ball. And a tip kind of over the hands. Ellie Marble with that kill. Corinne Westby coming in for Central. And Ellie Marble back to serve. DeVita Hill with pass, Ava Person with set to DeVita Hill, and a nice dig and party ball. That's going to get called as 4 touches for Central and a point for SFU. Logan Remington coming back in for SFU. Challenge. We have another challenge. So the point of contention is whether or not that was in fact 4 touches. So checking basically whether there were touches from the block on the SFU side. And the verdict is the point stands. No touches on the block. All right, Mason Unger at the line. Pass by Ellie Marble. And a kill for Ella Bynes. Again, the block not really fully, pressed over the net. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Ava Person with the set to Davida Hill. Good recycle from Mason Unger. Cross shot dug by Brooklyn Parker. And a block from Natalie Lemoyne-Sells, but a great dig by Brooklyn Parker. Looks like a block, I believe, from Kaylee Wilsey. Oh, that actually landed on the side of Central. Apparently. So that will be a point for SFU. Ella McVitie coming in to serve. Pass by Ellie Marble. And a nice transition from Kaylee Wilsey for the kill. Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in for Central, and Kaylee Shea Chang back serve. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Ava Person with the set to Davida Hill. Controlled swing to Brooklyn Parker. Swing off the hands. Megan Hawkins with the dig, and Davida Hill with the swing. Again off the hands. Logan Remington with the dig. Davida Hill with an off-speed shot. Great take by Brooklyn Parker. And Scotty Ellsworth with the kill. Jaden Armstrong coming in for SFU. Kaylee Shea Chang back to serve. Deep float, pass by Megan Hawkins. Ella McVitie with the set to Jaden Armstrong. Mason Unger getting some hands on it to keep it alive, and Davida Hill putting a controlled tip into the hands of the setter. Good dig by Mason Unger. Oh, a little bit tight dig by Mason Unger. Point for Central. Timeout called by SFU. We are at 22-24 with SFU down by 2. Kaylee Shea Chang back to serve set point. Neither team has any timeouts left in this set, so we are just playing it out till the end now. Davida Hill with the pass, and that will be the set for Central. Final score of 22-25 in that third set, and we are going to a fourth. Pass by Kern Westby. And a kill from Ellie Marble. Ellie Marble now back to serve. Deep float pass by Megan Hawkins. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne Sells with a very deceptive tip. Big swing just dropped on the line. That's a point for Corin Westby. Corin Westby back to serve. Oh, sorry. Nope, that's Ellie Marble back to serve. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne Sells for a beautiful swing. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Pass by Ellie Marble, a little bit out of system. Tip over the hands, taking out Ava Person. Natalie Lemoyne Sells with the swing high off the hands. Good dig by Ellie Marble. And an attack tip into the pot. That'll be a point for Ella Bynes. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Just short, point for SFU. Mason Unger back to serve. Pass by Ellie Marble. And a tool shot off the outside hands for Ella Bynes. Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in. Kaylee Shea Chang with the serve and the ace. Kaylee Shea Chang with the serve, Megan Hawkins with the pass. Natalie Lemoyne Sells with a nice line shot. Good dig though by Brooklyn Parker. Ava Person with a dig, Megan Hawkins and Mason Unger with the free ball over. Cross shot from Scotty Ellsworth, dug by Ava Person. Natalie Lemoyne Sells with a beautiful cross shot for the kill. Ella McVitie coming in for SFU to serve. Deep float, just tagging the arms of Corin Westby. Ella McVitie back to serve again. Deep float, pass by Corin Westby. And a swing off of the hands of Ava Person. Davida Hill with a shot also off the hands. Quick transition to Kaylee Wilsey for the kill. Corin Westby back to serve. Megan Hawkins with the pass. Ava Person keeping it alive. Davida Hill with a cross shot and a kill. Davida Hill back to serve. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. And a tip over the hands. Nice shot from Kaylee Wilsey. Kaylee Wilsey with the serve. Mason Unger with the pass. Great shot from Logan Remington, dug by Kaylee Wilsey, and a back row attack dug by Mason Unger. Ava Person with the set to Megan Hawkins, and a block from Scotty Ellsworth. Jaden Armstrong coming in for SFU. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Mason Unger, great pass to Ella McVitie, and Jaden Armstrong. Great swing from the right. Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU. Oh, and an ace for Ava. Ava Kademi back to serve again. Good float serve, pass by Ellie Marble. And a kill for Ellie Marble. Addie Allen and Ella Bynes coming in for Central. Megan Hawkins with a good pass. Ella McVitie. Wowee. Nina Kovacevic. Great swing. Ava Person and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming in for SFU. Ellie Marble with the pass. Tip over the hands. Ava Person with a dig. Mason Unger stepping in to set Natalie Lemoyne-Sells. And a dig by Addie Allen. Out. Point for SFU. Ava Person back to serve. Short serve fish, pass by Ellie Marble, and a step around ball is in there. Nice kill for Haley Try. Ellie Marble back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. And Nina Kovacevic with the kill. Megan Hawkins serving. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. Cross shot outside. No touches on that ball. Point for SFU. Megan Hawkins with the serve, pass by Karen Westby. And a kill for Ella Bynes on the right. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Davida Hill with a good pass. Ava Person with the set to Nina Kovacevic for a self-recycle. Mason Unger with a set to Davida Hill and a kill. Logan Remington coming in for SFU, and Mason Unger back to serve. Pass by Ellie Marble. Ava Person with a dig. And a kill for Ella Bynes.
Substitution, Central Washington,
Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in for Central. Kaylee Shea Chang with a deep serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Mason Unger with the set to Davida Hill. Swing high off the hands. Megan Hawkins with a dig. And a cross shot for Davida Hill. Ella McVitie coming in for SFU to serve. Pass by Ellie Marble. Swing out the back, just long. Ella McVitie back to serve. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. And a kill for Scotty Ellsworth. Corinne Westby back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a pass. Ava Person with an overpass and a party ball. SFU on the net. That'll be a point for Central. Jaden Armstrong coming in for SFU. Corinne Westby back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Ella McVitie with the set to Davida Hill. Off-speed shot into the hands and a recycle for Megan Hawkins. Jaden Armstrong with the swing and Logan Remington with the dig. And that'll be a block for Kaylee Wilsey and Scotty Ellsworth. Corinne Westby back to serve. Great float on that ball. Wow, very nice serve. Timeout called by SFU. We're at 14-16 here. SFU down by 2. All right, Corinne Westby back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Ella McVitie with the set to Jaden Armstrong for the kill. Davida Hill back to serve. Aggressive serve, pass by Brooklyn Parker. Oh, and Central on the net. That'll be a point for SFU. Davida Hill back to serve. Great float serve, pass by Corinne Westby. And a block for Logan Remington and Megan Hawkins. DeVita Hill back to serve. Oh, quick sub. Maya van der Yacht coming in for Central. Short serve, pass by Maya van der Yacht. Ellie Marble with an off-speed shot and a kill. Kaylee Wilsey back to serve. Mason Unger with pass. Ella McVitie with the set to Jaden Armstrong. Deep tip taken by Maya van der Yacht. Free ball over to SFU. Mason Unger with that free ball pass. Jaden Armstrong with the kill off the inside hands. Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU. Deep float pass by Ellie Marble. And Ellie Marble with the kill. Addie Allen and Ella Bynes coming in for Central. Addie Allen with float serve and a free ball over to Central. Nice kill from Ella Bynes. Addie Allen back to serve. Deep float, pass by DeVita Hill. Ella McVitie with the set to Jaden Armstrong. Swing high off the hands, dug by Maya van der Yacht. Dig by DeVita Hill. Ella McVitie keeping it alive. An off-speed shot from Jaden Armstrong for the kill. Ava Person and Natalie Lemoyne-Sells coming in for SFU. Ava Person with the short serve. Very short, too short, a little bit. Ellie Marble back to serve. Megan Hawkins with a great pass. Ava Person with the set to Nina Kovacevic for a tip. Good dig by Brooklyn Parker. And a tool shot off the hands. Ellie Marble back to serve. Deep float, Megan Hawkins with the pass. DeVita Hill with the set. And Megan Hawkins with a tip over the hands. Good. Nice swing from Ella Bynes for the kill. Timeout called by SFU. Their second timeout of the set. We are at 19-22. SFU down by 3. If we take a quick look at set number 3, we can see that we've had some changes. So, Central was hitting a 364 in that set. SFU was down to a 229. Definitely a bit of a shift there. So there's been a steady increase for Central from an 089 to a 214 to a 364. SFU's been fairly consistent though, with a 233, then up to a 333 and down to a 229. Ellie Marble back to serve. Mason Unger with the pass. Ava Person with a quick set to Nina Kovacevic for a tip into the pot. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Pass by Brooklyn Parker. And a kill for Ella Bynes on the right. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Mason Unger with a great pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne-Sells for a nice cross shot. Logan Remington coming back in for SFU. Mason Unger back to serve. Pass by Corinne Westby. And a cross tip taken by Ava Person. Great dig. Natalie Lemoyne-Sells with the swing high off the hands. Brooklyn Parker with the dig and a kill from Corinne Westby. Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in for Central. Kaylee Shea Chang with the serve. Passed by Megan Hawkins. Davida Hill with the swing high off the hands. And a cross shot kill for Corinne Westby. And that will be set number 4. Final score 21-25. So we are going to a 5th here. The two captains will do their coin toss, or rock, paper, scissors, whatever it is that they do these days. And we'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, set number 5. Addie Allen will kick it off for us. Float serve, pass by Megan Hawkins. Natalie Lemoyne Sells with the first kill of the set. Mason Unger back to serve. An overpass. Nina Kovacevic with the party ball. Mason Unger back to serve. Deep float pass by Corinne Westby. Ellie Marble with an off-speed shot into the hands and out. Point for SFU. Mason Unger serving. Corinne Westby with the pass. Swing out the back, no touches on that ball. That'll be a point for SFU. Mason Unger back to serve. Great float on that ball, passed by Corinne Westby. Tip over the hands, but the hands were still there. A free ball over and a party ball from Megan Hawkins. Good dig by Corinne Westby. Cross shot dug by Ava Person. Mason Unger with the set to Natalie Lemoyne Sells for a beautiful cross shot. Timeout called by Central. We're at 5-0 here. Mason Unger serving. Pass by Corinne Westby. Ellie Marble with the tip. Ava Person with the dig. Natalie Lemoyne Sells with the swing high off the hands. Mason Unger back to serve. Great float serve into almost an overpass. Good pull though from the setter. Mason Unger with the set to Natalie Lemoyne Sells for a swing off the hands and a point. Mason Unger back to serve. Ellie Marble with the pass. Good pull from Addie Allen. And another point for SFU. We're at 8-0 here, switching sides. Mason Unger back to serve. Maya Vandriot coming in for Central. Good deep serve from Mason Unger. That'll be a free ball over to SFU. Mason Unger with that free ball pass. Ava Person with the set to Natalie Lemoyne Sells for a tip over the block into an overpass. Davida Hill with a great take. And a tool tip for Natalie Lemoyne Sells. Chest bump from Ava Person. Love to see it. Timeout called by Central. We are at 9-0 in this 5th set. Alrighty, Mason Unger back to serve. Great float serve and an ace for Mason. The crowd is going wild. Corinne Westby back in for Central. Mason Unger serving. Great serve. Set out to Corinne Westby. Oh, sorry, Ellie Marble. Good take by Megan Hawkins. Natalie Lemoyne Sells with a cross shot, dug by Corinne Westby. Swing off the hands, dug by Nina Kovacevic. Megan Hawkins with the swing into the hands. Davida Hill with a dig. Natalie Lemoyne Sells with a tip and a dig for Brooklyn Parker. Cross shot into the deep corner, kill for Ella Bynes. Ellie Marble back to serve. Deep float, Davida Hill with the pass. Mason Unger with the set, and Megan Hawkins with the kill. Ella McVitie coming in to serve for SFU. Deep float, passed by Brooklyn Parker. Set out to Corinne Westby. Great swing down the line. Very nice shot. Brooklyn Parker back to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Ava Person with the set to Megan Hawkins for a cross shot dug by Brooklyn Parker. Tight set. That'll be a point for SFU. And we're going to get a challenge here. The challenge is whether or not there were touches on that ball. If we take a look at some stats here, set number 4 was by far Central's best set in terms of hitting percentages. We have 515. SFU again fairly consistent at 387. Still their best set of the match so far. Hold on. Yes, this is the right one. And if we look at some individual hitting percentages, Ella Bynes leading the way with 382. Haley Try with 333 and Ellie Marble with 304. And back to the game. That point will stand. There were no touches on that ball. Megan Hawkins back to serve. Into the tape. Point for Central. Kaylee Shea Chang and Scotty Ellsworth coming in for Central. Kaylee Shea Chang back to serve. Davida Hill with a good pass. Ava Person with a set to Nina Kovacevic. Wow. That's a line shot. Ava Kademi coming in to serve for SFU. Great serve, pass by Ellie Marble. Off-speed shot dug by Megan Hawkins. Ava Person with a set to Logan Remington. Woo. Woo. Great shot by Logan Remington. Ava Kademi back to serve match point. Great serve from Ava Kademi. And a nice swing from Scotty Ellsworth for the kill. Maya Vandriot coming in for Central to serve. Davida Hill with a pass. Ava Person with a set to Davida Hill. Cross shot dug by Ellie Marble. Free ball over to SFU. Mason Unger taking that pass. Ava Person with a set to Logan Remington. A sort of off-speed shot. Deep tip dug by Megan Hawkins. Ava Person with a set to Davida Hill. A swing off the hands. Megan Hawkins with a dig. Davida Hill with a cross shot dug by Brooklyn Parker. Scotty Ellsworth with a tip. Ava Person with a set. Ella McVitie coming in and setting Davida Hill. Logan Remington with the dig. And a cross shot. Great dig by Brooklyn Parker. Ella McVitie with a pass. Logan Remington with the swing and the kill. And that is the game with a final score of 15-4 for SFU. That is how you cap off a season. What a way to finish off for the team, but also for the seniors. So now we wait to see how those other games ended up. But there is definitely a possibility of SFU making the NCAA tournament, so we will stay tuned for that. But a huge thank you to all of our seniors. Amazing careers they've had, and we appreciate all that they do for their teams.